Hey, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Sneaky Boy. If you didn't watch the last video that I did discussing the situation, I uploaded a video discussing about my new little story idea inspired by the anime show Tokyo Ghoul. And I told you guys in that video that I was going to be discussing. Well, I asked you guys if you wanted me to discuss the characters in a separate video. Do you want me to discuss all of the characters all in one video, or just do it one by one? So I just decided to just do them one by one. That at least that way it's easy to describe all the characters, and I won't have to, you know, put so much thought into explaining who these characters are and what role they play in the story. And just to be in mind, guys, this story is currently developing as I go along, so it's not 100% like figured out yet. I'm telling the story as you're hearing it right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first character that we're going to be talking about is, of course, the main character. Is the new half-breed ghoul called Sneakai, and that's the character that I came up with. The first character that I came up with, actually, when coming up with this idea. And basically, who Sneakai is? Sneakai is a half-breed ghoul. His mother was a full ghoul, and his father was a human. His mother passed away shortly after giving birth to him. And his father was supposedly killed by vicious unknown gang members that were part of some sort of organization. Now, the thing is about this is because there's a lot of complication with the characters, this character in particular, and how he acts and how he's brought up. Now, just to give you a little bit of backstory and origin, his father supposedly is a scientist that works for a special company. Now, I don't want to say this company is the CCG. I can't even pronounce it. I'm not going to say it's that organization where in Tokyo Ghoul where they all hunt ghouls and stuff. I'm not going to say that because, you know, copyright and stuff like that. So I don't want to get copyright for that. So I'm just going to call it some new organization that takes care of ghouls. Not precisely that in particular, but like I said, the story is going on as I'm telling it. So just bear with me here. So his father is basically a scientist, and one day he met this girl and didn't know that this woman was in fact a ghoul. So in shorter terms, they got together, they started developing a relationship, had a baby, and the day that he found out she was pregnant was also the day that she told him that she was a ghoul. Not wanting to, you know, not wanting to lose the baby, the father still wanted to keep the baby. He still wanted to raise his baby because even though he was going to turn out a half ghoul, her being a ghoul didn't eliminate the fact that he was still going to be a father and he was going to take care of this baby as it was his own son or daughter, in which case he did have a son. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Right after both of Sneakai's parents died, Sneakai kind of went into this lonely like state, like he didn't know who he was or what he was. Like, what is it? Is he a ghoul? Like, he was still trying to figure out this whole ghoul situation. Like, what is a ghoul and what is his role in this life, in this world filled with ghouls, you know? And I guess you could say he was a lot like Kaneki in a way, but also still trying to figure himself out, you know. So there you have Sneakai. His father, like I said, was a scientist who worked at this place where they hunt ghouls and stuff. And basically, I guess in shorter terms, his father was taken out by this group. Now, it's not clear whether you know, he was targeted randomly, or somebody sent these guys after him, or maybe people at his job, you know, sent people after him, maybe because he was suspected of being associated with a female ghoul. Maybe that could have been why he was killed. But nonetheless, after his father's death, the Sneakai just went completely insane. He felt alone. He felt like he couldn't trust anybody. And the way I designed this character has always been this mysterious type of just ominous, quiet person. Like, he's not the type to make friends easily. He's not a social person. So for him to just come out of nowhere and just have both of his parents taken away from him just like that, it was really devastating to him, and that loneliness just fell on him. Now, the way that I made his character, like I said before, his character was completely made on accident. Like, I wasn't even planning on doing anything with this, but once I saw this, I was like, you know, I really should make him into this character. So that's what I did. I've created several designs of this character and designed them differently. So you can see in one design, you see him sitting here with his Kagane is all. You can see the blue glowing streaks in his Kagane and stuff, and you can see the if you can see here, it looks like kind of like spikes coming out of his Kagane, I guess. So yeah, it's really, I really like how I designed this character, and you can see in another design here, you can see his Kagane is kind of like opening up, kind of like it has a mouth on it, and that's the thing with this type of Afri ghoul. It is different. It's different from other ghouls in many ways. Like, for one way, you can tell it's different because one of his eyes, the color of his eyes, one of his eyes is blue, and it's different from the other color. Now, normally a ghoul's eye would be red, like in the Tokyo Ghoul series. Like, normally his eyes would be red, like in all ghouls. I decided to make his eyes blue because in Tokyo Ghoul you hardly see any ghouls with, well, I haven't seen any ghouls with any different eye colors when he's in the ghoul stage. So I think that was really cool for me to make his eyes, one of his eyes, blue instead of red. And it sort of just, you know, makes him stand out from all the other ghouls, and it makes people look at him as different. Even other ghouls that look at him, they just think, oh, well, his eyes are a different color. That he can't possibly be a ghoul. Like, what is he exactly? And the same with his Kagane. His Kagane is different because of what his father did. His father has given him something that has changed just completely changed him altogether, made him different from any other ghoul that has ever existed. So with his eye, his Kagane, everything about him is different. Like you see in this picture, like his Kagane almost looks like it has a mouth on it. Like his Kagane has a mouth on it, and then you can see as it's opening up. So that's another thing that's been done to Sneakai that's been a result of what his father, last minute thing that his father has given him before he was killed. So I think that's pretty cool. And with him losing both of his parents, and after leaving from the funeral, because there was a funeral for his father, this also leads him towards another character, which I will explain in another video. Yes, so that's pretty much this character, Sneakai, the origin of him and how he was brought up. Give you guys a little summary on that. Hopefully when I get, you know, all the characters finished and stuff, get like a full origin backstory on everybody and every single character that I come up with, or who knows, you know. Just like I said, this is just something that I just feel like I had to bring you guys attention, and that I just think it would be really cool to start off with. So there you guys have it. That's Sneakai. That was. This is the short little summary of the half-breed ghoul Sneakai. The next character I will be going over with is character Bebe, who is one of the first other humans that he meets after the funeral. So that's another character that I'm going to talk about. She's a really interesting character too. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Let me guys know what you think so far of these characters. What do you think about Sneakai's the character Sneakai? What do you think about him? Do you think he's what do you guys think about him? Do you think he's a pretty cool character? Do you think he's an evil character? Do you think he's going to be a good guy or what? Let me know in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys later. SBP out.